Good morning, viewers. My name is Joseph Dibarnere. I am in the farm of Mr. Bavilezoore, and then in his absence, his son stands to deal with me. He is in the person of Matthew Bavilezoore. He's a 15-year-old boy that has been following his father to do cocoa farming in at Teleku Bukazo community in the Elembele district of Western region. Teleku Bukazo is just an adjoining community of Nkrofol, the district capital of Elembele. And then, being the one that is the first son of the father, he has mastered a lot of techniques about the cocoa farming. But one principle that we are here to discuss, with especially with reference to the reason why I've come here, is the principle of seed sharing. You know, which agroecology principle demands that there should be free sharing of seeds. That's a traditional method our ancestors as Dagaba left behind for us, not just for Dagabas but all Africans. And for that matter, uh, I have come here personally to ask for seeds of cocoa to go and plant. And he is the one standing in the stead of the father to help me. So now he's going to explain to us how I am going to deal with these seeds so that I can work, I'll be able to plant. So, Mbuar Council, a cocoa being honande kaka hona erena kuma. Wulala kana iya ka panwa ebumbulo kambo. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Process. Okay. So he has just explained how I am going to deal with these cocoa seeds. You can see he has just removed them freshly from the cocoa pot. And what he's saying is that when I carry them home, I have to spread them in a very quiet environment over the night. And then in the morning, I should wash them. When I wash them, then I put them on top of a sack and spread them as well. So later, I will find out that they have begun germinating. So when they begin germinating, then I will now take it and fill polythene, nursery polythene, with soil to a reasonable point. Then I turn the new seedlings, the seed that is germinating, the germinating part downward, and then the part that's not germinating upward. And then I cover it with the soil again. Then I make sure that there is moisture, there is presence of oxygen, and then it is also protected from the interference of maybe nematodes and other organisms. So with that, it will grow and become a seedling. They will grow and become seedlings for me to use and plant. So you can see that he has the experience of it. He learned all this because the father taught him. So now let me now ask him, is he happy to give me the seeds? Okay. Bonsuka hopwape. The boy is an experienced one. You see, this is what I'm saying. Let's educate our children. So what he's simply saying is that he's already aware that it's possible in the future he may also need it. His might, as it is, he said these ones are already they are more than 10 years old. So it may reach a point that he will need they will need to replace them. And when there's that need, maybe they will also need to go to somebody like me and take the new seeds. When they come, I will not charge them. I will just simply take like they did for me. I will also do the same thing to them. So this the consciousness of the Gaba farmer, and this how we have learned from our ancestors, our father, pursuing the tradition of the Sakuri is what I am talking about. So we are still in pursuant of agroecology as well, and we are encouraging seed sharing. Why do we have to encourage seed sharing? There should be free seed sharing because with the pressure of GMOs in our systems and other kind of conditioned seeds that are not natural, where rules or laws are passed around them. For instance, like with the GMOs like this, we understand if you buy them and you plant, the following year, you cannot use them to plant again. You have to go back to the store and buy. This is not in order with our traditional agroecology principle of seed sharing. So we encourage that. Let's try to promote the agroecology principle. Let's try to promote the traditions we learned from our fathers and then inculcate that into our children so that we will promote the good agricultural practices that we have in our society rather than relying on these GMOs and other things that will only come to kill our system. And it means that subsequently we'll have to rely on those who make them rather than relying. We will not even have it. We will not even have it. It's a new style of colonization. Sorry if somebody understands me differently, but actually it's a form of colonization because in the future somebody will have to dictate for you what you will eat and you have to kowtow to that. So it is good that we learn from these things. And then so this is the cocoa farm of Mr. Bavilezoore, and you can see the these are the fruits. Those of us who have never seen, these are the raw fruits. You can see these are the flowers. These are the flowers, and they will bear fruits and all will hang around and then get ripe. We are going to show you ripe ones, ripe ones, ripe ones. Yes. So the extension officers have uh, recommended that when you want the seeds for nursery, you have to go to a farmer that has gotten his cocoa so old, like more than up to 10 years, so that the seeds will be strong enough to endure and to bear when they also grow to become plants. Okay, you can see that these are plantain and that of banana. So Mr. Bavilezoore had initially planted these side by side the cocoa plants, but because the cocoa grew, they now overpowered them, and then most of them died, leaving these few. So this is it. This is what you are seeing. You can see this part that I'm going to show you. This was where Mr. Bavilezoore sat some 4 or 5 years ago. He settled. This was his house. This was his house, but now he has migrated. In Dagari, we say this is his dabuo. This dabuo. Dabuo means a deserted house. And a house that is being deserted, the family have left and then it is left there. No one is inside there. So this is the buo. This is the buo. So Bavilezoore the buo. So this is his the buo. So these are cuckoo, the shells of the cuckoo that he has broken and then removed the seeds some time ago. Okay, thank you very much. And as I am here, let me hear what Matthew has to say. Matthew, you are speaking to the whole world. Aten daza leka hu yila yeletre. Bon leka hu ne yelko hu bibil taba.
Ai taba.
Hmm.
Me ko ana ko ba kaza.
Cha imba kaba min tura ba sami ne bewe. Okay, Matthew is saying that he says thank you for all his fellow children that have watched this video or are going to watch this video. But he's also encouraging them to follow the footsteps of their fathers in their cultural businesses and take it serious. They shouldn't take it to be like it's a kind of slavery. It's a total misconception. Matthew is assuring you that when you follow the agricultural principles that our fathers left behind for us, we are definitely going to be great in the future. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.